is Dayna Linton for Novels Live TV, and today we have New York Times bestseller Barry Eisler with us.
Hi, Dayna.
Thank you, and I'm thrilled to have you because tying you down has not been easy.
You know, everything that gets said at RT is imbued with a double meaning, but yes.
Oh, you're right. And you must be exhausted because seriously, you have been followed around. You have an entourage everywhere you go.
Oh, it's nice of you to say. I don't know about that, but it looks like my books are getting better known in the romance community, which is gratifying.
Well, and your first one was Pittsburgh, and that was how many years ago?
2 years ago, so this is my third RT.
Yeah.
And I'll be in LA next year.
And we met you 2 years ago, and we just went, oh, okay, this guy is pretty special.
Well,
so
I felt the same way about the Between Your Sheets people. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you. Well, you've got a new book coming out in June.
Yes.
And it is a sequel to your last book, Fault Line.
That's right.
So no more John Rain.
Well, actually, when people read this book, they will see a little bit about Rain. I don't want to spoil any surprises, but for any fans of the Rain books and fans of the Ben Trevin series, of which this is the second installment, let me just say that you're going to see a bit more Rain. And you'll see a lot more Rain in the near future.
Well, you know what happened? I bought all your books, okay?
Thank you.
And I didn't have a chance to read them because I'm super busy. So my whole family has read them. Okay, and my sister-in-law borrowed them because she was telling her friend about them.
Right.
So she borrowed my books to give to her friend. And now I was ready to read your books, and it's like, hello, can I have them back? No, I'll give them back. But I'm ready to read you, and I bought them, and they're not there. So I'm really...
Well, thank you for turning on all these other people.
Oh, hey, you're a fantastic writer. And
nice to say.
What was your former profession?
Well, I've had a variety of interesting jobs, actually. When I graduated from law school, I spent 3 years in a covert position in the CIA. And then after that, I was in private legal practice for about 10 years in Washington, D.C., Silicon Valley, and Tokyo and Osaka. And then 3 years in a Silicon Valley technology startup. And then I sold the rights to my first novel, Rainfall. And that was 2001. And I've been writing full-time ever since.
And Gary Oldman, who I just think is one of the best actors out
awesome.
there, he was in your film.
Yeah, well, I can't really say it's my film, but it was a film based on the book.
Yeah.
My first book, Rainfall, it came out in Japan last year, a year ago, and it'll be out on DVD in the States.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this month, May 25th.
Oh,
but that's very different from my books.
It's based, but not...
Yeah, people should just not be expecting the book, but rather something that I like to think of as being inspired by the book.
Yeah, and that happens a lot anyway
For sure.
in Hollywood. It happens all the time.
That's someone else's vision of the story.
And we talked, you had done a screenplay.
Yeah, I had written a screenplay for the movie. Sony had bought the screenplay, and then the director they hired, Max Mannix, had his own idea for the kind of movie he wanted, so he wrote his own screenplay, which is cool. I got paid either way. And again, that's why I'm maybe at pains when people say your movie. I just want to say, well, it's not my movie. For whether you love it or hate it, I can't take the credit or the blame. Right. And I inspired the movie.
And that's really saying something, I think anyway.
It worked for everyone.
And you've optioned more books, have you not?
The first three now. The first one, Rainfall, was actually made into a movie. The second and third are now are under option.
Okay, I think that's really awesome. And you lived in Japan for a while.
On and off, yeah, for a total of 4 years, which is great for a variety of reasons. My daughter's gotten really interested in Japan. So she was thrilled to live there. This was really at her instigation, actually, just last year.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. And since my first series character, John Rain, is half Japanese, and the first 2 books are set largely in Tokyo, I do everything I can to make the books as real as possible. And that means only writing about places that I've personally visited, or indeed, in the case of Japan, lived there. Doing a lot of research on the backstory, the martial arts kind of stuff. I work out with friends of mine, the spy tactics, surveillance, counter-surveillance. All of that is as I was trained by the government. So for me, the best thrillers are the ones that are the most realistic. They're the most thrilling.
And that's why my family, they said, they're just so detailed, and they just are really wonderful
books.
That's
nice to hear. Yeah, my feeling is always, what I want the reader to feel is, this could really be happening.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you feel that, then you'll be on the edge of your seat, and that's where you should be if you're reading it.
Oh, absolutely. Now, you speak Japanese, I assume.
Yeah, it's a little rusty, but it's okay.
My son wants to move to Japan. because that was his minor, was Japanese. And his wife said,
I love Japan. It's a wonderful country. I hope we'll go back.
Well, the only thing she'd ever eat was rice when they went to visit.
That can make for a long visit, yeah.
That could make for a really
I love rice, but it's
so that's a little bit too much. Well, again, your book comes out June 29th.
June 29th, that's right.
And it's called Inside Out. And go and pick it up.
Learn all about it on my website, www.barryeisler.com.
Thank you, Barry.